1, 0. We have ignition.
Baby!
We're back, yes, we're back. Hello, everybody in cyber internet land. This is the first, the only, the original extreme variety show live in cyberspace called the HOTBOX. And look what we got this week. See this? That's what we're talking about, extreme variety. Hot. That's why we're the HOTBOX, man, because we're on fire. Nobody gives it to you like the HOTBOX. Kate, Rocket, what's up, man? Let's start off with some rock bow.
Get people in shape.
With some rock bow. We gotta get everybody going.
All right.
Come on, Kate, give it to me.
Hash.
Oh, hash it. Okay, cool. Everybody out there, let's get it together. You gotta hash. You gotta get in shape. It's a Friday night.
Hash.
Come on, people. All right, it's the punch. Rock punch. Rock punch.
All right, now air guitar.
All right, guitar. Cool. All right, everybody. Come on. Do it with us. And now, all right, enough rock bow. Now you got to get on your computers and you got to start getting interactive because this is an interactive forum. Dick Rocket's over here and he's your chat master for this evening. Rocket, is everybody, what can they expect out here?
They're burning up the lines.
They are?
Yeah.
Because we are the highest rated show on the internet, people. The highest rated show on the internet. And tonight we're very excited because number one, the Toilet Boys are playing with Debbie Harry tonight. So get down to New York City and see a great show. And number two, a legend, a living legend's here with us. Hold on, right here. Richie Stotts from the Plasmatics. The legendary Plasmatics, right there, is our guest for this evening. And so we're very excited to get the show started and get all that going on. But Katie, what were we doing last night?
It was out of control. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
It was pretty crazy.
Thank God we got it on video.
I know. Last night we managed to get this on film because we like to film everything here at the HOTBOX because that's what we do. We film it, we exploit ourselves, and then we put it on the air for everybody in cyberspace to see. But last night we had the pleasure of watching Dick Rocket, our DJ, screw.
Yeah.
And we caught it on film, and I know, like, we've tried to clean up the show, and we have a very family-oriented show, but we have to play this.
This is too hot. We can't keep this to ourselves.
This is too hot. This is too hot. And for all our fans out there in HOTBOX land and our camera crew that we love so much and stuff, we decided to film this and bring it in and share it with you guys.
Let's have a look at it.
Yeah, this is me and Kate watching Dick Rocket screw last night, and so let's roll this tape and play it in here so we can all enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's do this.
I can't believe my eyes.
Do it. Work it. Get that thing in there.
It's making me feel really funny.
Yeah, I hear you. Look at the way his body's moving as he's pushing it in.
He just keeps going.
He doesn't stop. He's a machine.
That's unbelievable.
Not Rocket, man. Go. That's incredible.
You seen him do this before?
Yes. I'm lucky. I'm a blessed man.
Does he always keep it up for so long?
Keeps going and look at him.
I can't believe it.
Look at the way his body's getting into it.
Pushing,
Go.
turning, twisting.
I know. Look at his tool.
It's masterful, to say the least.
Yeah.
Who's gonna have to use that thing over at my house one of these days?
He's gonna have to use it everywhere.
I've never seen anyone screw like that before.
Me neither. He's just pushing it in.
Should I shut up?
What?
What?
Just shut up.
You're doing such a good job.
Yeah, you're hot, man.
Stop. Stop. Just shut up.
Oh, but you're great, man.
Right?
Shut up.
No, dude, you really, what?
What's the problem?
What?
You could be a carpenter.
Yeah, you're hot. Keep screwing.
Keep screwing. Good at it.
Keep screwing. We make the big money. That's why we make the big money. Look, we have to do a commercial right now, but when we get back, Richie Stotts of the Plasmatics is here with us, and we can't wait to interview you, man. This is going to be incredible. So come back, join us after this commercial. That's right. Rocky, you screw incredibly well. You're awesome, man.
Pseudo.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? We're back here. We got Richie Stotts from the Plasmatics. We're very excited. Let's give everybody a little sample of who they're about to meet on the HOTBOX. Let's roll this tape. Check this out. Turn it up in here. Let's do it. That's him, and here he is. Richie is so glad, and we're so happy to have you on HOTBOX. We all bow to you because you are a living legend, and thank you so much for coming on, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Omen, by the way, everybody. Everybody's probably recognizes him from older episodes. He's the Toilet Boys pyrotechnician and the fanatic fan for the evening who was cool enough to hook up this thing with Richie.
Yep,
And
I'm always, willing to set up something this fun,
Yeah, man.
It's a legend.
It's true. So let's get into it, man. The Plasmatics.
Okay.
How did it begin?
Yeah. Good point.
It started 1977.
77, kind of right in the middle of that whole punk rock thing.
Right,
But
the whole
it's kind of
thing.
weird. You guys are it's like punk rock, but it's I would say metal is like really that metal fusion. You like a fusion of everything extreme.
It's hard to. I always found it hard to categorize. I mean, where do we fit in? Like, is it punk? Is it metal? And I think a lot of people have had a hard time categorizing what the band is, because I think it was a little bit. Because from my perspective, it was something more than just a rock and roll band. I had my musical influences, but I think for me, I drew from other things. I drew from, the Three Stooges. I mean, or physical comedy or something like that. I mean, it was definitely a theatrical band. We pushed that. We wanted to push people's buttons. We wanted to push the envelope, see what we could get off, but we also wanted to make great music.
And you've done both, man. And that's one thing that our viewers who like, if you've lived in a cave and you don't know who the Plasmatics are, you'll be seeing some footage later. These guys used to blow up cars on stage. I mean, God, man, that's what I want to hear, all this stuff.
Sets.
Yeah, chainsaw through television sets, think dangerous things in the name of rock and roll. And that's,
Yeah, and I think it was times like what is real and what isn't real. I mean, like, we blew up cars, and sometimes, or chainsaw guitars, or I banged my head with a guitar in my head, and sometimes it got, it was borderline where.
Did you ever get hurt?
Where the car somebody could get hurt.
Did you ever get hurt?
Yeah.
Any shrapnel?
Yeah.
Rock shrapnel?
I think Wendy shot me one time with a shotgun, hit me in the leg.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like she would take we were trying something new. We had this one thing where she would shoot a shotgun, and then the amps would blow up. But there was nothing in the shotgun, but from 3 or 4 feet, a shotgun hitting your leg. I think I had
like a blank?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My leg was discolored for a couple of years.
God.
I think it went away.
How about Wendy O? Wendy O, if everybody doesn't know that, too. I mean,
she didn't mean it malicious.
Right, I'm sure she didn't.
No.
But like Wendy O just kind of passed on into the other rock heaven, and she was like another legend that just like pushed it beyond, like, and really did something for women too in rock. You know what I mean? Like back then, it was like.
Right. I mean, I think like Wendy exemplified what the band was about. I mean, she was definitely way ahead of her time in the sense that what she was doing on stage was, at that time, was so shocking to people and so radical, and she got a lot of flack for that, but that same stuff is being, commercialized now and being sold by,
she's a pioneer, man.
by so-called tamer acts, and they've drawn from that, and she got a lot of flack for that.
Richie, you brought some tapes with you, man.
Yeah.
So, like, before we get too into it, so our viewers can get a sense, what tape, you guys know what's queued up back there. So, is there something like we can show them?
Yeah, we're coming in with the Pier.
Oh, the Pier 62. Why don't you give a quick intro to the Pier thing?
Okay. The Pier was a free concert when they had piers over on the Hudson River on the west side.
Of New York City.
Right. Yeah. Right now they're all tennis courts or something, but they were empty piers, and we filmed a free concert, had a free concert and filmed it. And I think about 20,000 people showed up. We flew down in a helicopter. The stage was pre-built. We built the stage and everything, had it all set up with amps and everything. We flew in. We played a couple of songs. At the end, Wendy ran down to the other end of the pier, got in the Cadillac, and drove the car into the stage. And when the car went into the stage, the whole stage blew up. Actually, we were supposed to save the car. It was supposed to stop at the end of the stage, and it just kept going and went right off the end of the stage into the river.
So Wendy Williams,
a Cadillac, and we lost it. And we didn't want to lose it because we wanted to drive that car to the next show to blow it up, and they're expensive.
Right. So listen, yeah, let's roll this footage. You guys got to see this. We're so excited to have this footage. Let's see it.
This one's called Pseudo.
See, there you go. There's a little Wendy O, and that's from the gig.
Yeah, that's from the gig.
Yeah, now we got to queue up because we got to see the car driving
the
up
car's
the pier.
next to the next shot.
And you know what, Wendy O, like looking at her, man.
Paid for all these
Hold on, Kate. You know what?
We did. We did. We
expensive.
paid for it. We didn't have any record company backing us, and we really never did.
Because it's like, you know, Cadillacs cost a lot of money.
We were like a working touring band. We made all our money on the road. We, like all the bands and New York bands, we played in CBGBs and everything. We'd go up to Boston. We'd play the clubs in New Jersey, across the country. We'd play. We were always touring and everything like that.
And buying Cadillacs.
And buying Cadillacs. Well, we had Cadillacs and Corvettes.
Really?
No, Mustangs. I think we had a couple Mustangs. No Corvettes.
You know what I noticed watching her? Because we're playing with Debbie tonight, and she kind of like looks, you know what I mean? It's like Debbie's, like, they have a similar look going on, but Wendy seemed to take it much more extreme, a little more slutty and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's, I think we got the stuff queued up.
Let's have a look at it.
Okay.
Let's check this out. Cadillac driving into the river. Amazing.
Didn't you guys get arrested once for blowing stuff up?
Yeah, that seems like a total, like.
Never got arrested?
Well, no.
I can't. You cannot do that today in New York City without somebody giving you a big fine or like you would be in jail.
Under the president, no, it was much looser then. Back then, it was a much looser atmosphere, and we were there was a lot of fudging, you know, as far as the legality of that whole thing. Actually, we really weren't supposed to have those people. We had the story behind that was we were licensed to do a film,
right?
But we didn't tell the city that we were inviting 20,000 people.
Or blowing up, or did you tell them you were going to blow the stuff up?
Well, they kind of knew, but actually, if they knew how we blew it up, that was not legal either. Like there, underneath the stage, there was part of the blowing up. Underneath the stage, there was 10-gallon tanks cut in half with just gasoline.
Oh my God.
In there, and they were just, I don't know, ready to go. And that wasn't actually supposed to happen. The pyro person, that did that lost his job after that show.
Yeah, that's a little man. That's got to be. You got to be scared every time walking on stage when you got a psycho like that working for you.
He's the type of guy we'd drive back from Boston, and we'd be in the car driving back in the van, and all of a sudden we wake up. He was in a parking lot one time, just running over the carts. he had a couple fingers missing, but I hope he's not listening. Hey, Rob.
Well, everybody in rock and roll is a psychopath, including us, and we're going to be back with more Richie Stotts and more great video stuff. And so stay tuned and be talking to Dick Rocket over there. We got to hear your questions for Richie Stotts in the next segment. So come back after the commercial. Thanks.
Pseudo. Pseudo.
Woohoo! Wow, what is that? Who is that guy? We're back. We're back in HOTBOX land. And
we got a question.
Yeah, people have been burning up the net. Yeah, because the Plasmatics fans out there, what do they want to know, Rocket? What's going on?
Randolph wants to know what happened in Milwaukee with Wendy getting beat up.
She was arrested. Technically, I think it was for like simulated masturbation, but I mean it was ridiculous. We did the show, and at the end of the show, the lights went on. The whole place was filled with like riot police. So they were there because they thought there was going to be a problem, and there was no problem. The kids were fine.
It was just based on your reputation?
Right, and then they came down, the Vice Squad came downstairs. There was the police in the audience. This is my perspective. The Vice Squad came downstairs. We were in the dressing room. They asked Wendy and our manager at the time, Rod Swenson, and a couple other people. Well, they were arresting her for simulated masturbation, took her out in the parking lot. And
it was the cops that beat her?
Yeah, it was
the cops beat her up.
Their scuffle, something happened. Obviously, whether she said something or not, it was totally unwarranted because there was plenty of police around there, and they beat her up. Wow. And not only did they beat her up, they beat up our manager, Rod Swenson, and they really beat him up. And they beat up our bass player, John Bovar. And they took him to jail, and it was a real hassle. And they really hurt her.
Didn't she do some kind of a photo shoot with the black eye after that? I remember seeing something.
Well, yeah.
She was still bruised up.
Yeah, actually, we did the Tom Snyder show, and I think she was on after that.
Oh, Tom Snyder, I would love. You don't have any of that footage, huh?
I don't have that. I have it, but I have it at home.
I hope that answered Randolph's question.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else with some questions out there, Rocky?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay. Well. We'll keep watching, keep tuning in. But man, like that. So obviously the cops just wanted to make a problem that night. When you got that much cops there for something, you got to create a problem.
Is simulated masturbation a crime?
No. Well, the thing with that was just basically taking a microphone, something that Mick Jagger or David Lee Roth were doing at that time. You know, at least David Lee Roth was. I don't know about Mick, but basically, yeah, exactly. Was it a crime? I'm not sure.
That was just Wendy doing her rock and roll.
Yeah, just going like this, whatever. I mean, who cares?
So the Plasmatics.
That was a long time ago.
How long? You guys have how many albums out? Because I know people like are gonna see this and they're gonna run out and try to get as much stuff.
There was like we were together for about 5 years. It was like 4 albums, and we had some EPs and then we had some 45s like this. And
Plasmatics. What's this, Butcher Baby?
This is Butcher Baby. I don't think you can get this. This was our first 45 Butcher Baby.
Wow.
And both of our Butcher Babies. This is when we were signed with Stiff Records, and then we re-released the Butcher Baby.
So Stiff Records is where you can get like a lot of the stuff.
You know something? I hate to say I don't know where you can get it all, but it's out there.
eBay.
Whoa! Oh, hold up! Do you hear that?
Yes?
That's Rorschach test time. We got to do this quick because there's so much to talk with Richie about. But we've given this Rorschach test to Mark Ramone. We've given it to superstars all across the board that's come on the HOTBOX. So of course we got to give it to you, Richie. So I got to start with the first one, and yes, they're numbered. Here you go, real quick.
An ant.
An ant.
Okay.
Yes.
That looks like a rhinoceros on sideways face.
Yes, that's exactly what that is. There are correct answers to this, and you are being graded.
Okay.
So
that's that's
better this way.
Well,
right?
yeah, it's an upside down woman.
It's an upside down woman.
Standing on her head. It's yoga woman.
We know how you think, Richie. You maniac.
Okay.
I like it that way. There you go.
It's a little spaceman coming out of here. That's a monster.
A monster. Oh, is this the double? Oh. Sorry, Richie.
That's a fly.
Oh no! This is the clincher. You got to get this right, Richie.
Okay.
The show depends on it.
Let me see. I can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This looks like a little man stuck in there, but that's about it.
This is a double donkey.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the Rorschach test. Thank you for taking that. But Katie, come back to me. What were you noticing about these guys in their press and stuff? Because you're our expert or screw expert.
Well, you got a lot of press in pornographic magazines.
Come on, why don't you show? You got right there.
Yes, and Cherie.
For all the collectors out there. Yeah, what's up with that? Just because of Wendy's like toplessness and her pushing the envelope.
She was in porno movies.
Was she?
Yeah.
Richie,
No.
did you ever have sex with Wendy and Williams?
No.
No, you guys were strictly friends.
No, we were friends, and a lot of people ask me that question.
Oh, so friends. Sorry.
Well, this is something I had to ask.
A lot of people ask me that question. No, I haven't. I mean, Wendy was a great person. I hate to say it, she was like a sister to me in a sense that, like, our relationship. We were good friends. We got dressed in the dressing room, and it was totally professional. She was always very supportive of anything I did. If I came in and said, "Hey, Wendy, I'm going to wear a tutu on stage," she was totally go for it. That's great.
Where did you get the tutu?
The tutu, where did I get it? Where did I actually get the tutu?
How did you go like, I'm going to get myself a tutu?
Okay, well, the whole thing was like, okay, we quickly had a band start. It was Rod Swenson, our manager, soon-to-be manager, approached me and said he was looking to put a rock band together, and she wanted to have Wendy as a singer, and he needed but he didn't know how to put a band together. He needed help, and I had a band at the time. He approached me and says, "You want to start a band?" And I said,
"You helped put the..."
Well, yeah, and he said, "But I want Wendy to sing," and that's sort of how it started.
But what about the tutu?
Okay, well, that's how it starts. So we got up on stage. I used to have a shag haircut and looked like loved David Bowie and the Ramones, you know what I mean? And I was playing that type of music, and we did a show with CBGBs, and I had short hair and stuff, and Wendy. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I had very short hair. And Wendy I said to myself, well, if I'm going to compete in a healthy way and be part of this band and contribute, I'm going to have to do something besides that.
And then boom, mohawk.
Well, I think I dyed my hair silver first. I said, that's kind of cheesy. And then I dyed it. I sprayed my hair silver, and I said, that's cheesy, and I dyed it, and I said, that's no good. I saw a taxi driver on TV. I said, I'm going to get my hair cut just like that guy. Wow. And I thought everybody was going to do that. And my girlfriend kicked me out when I got a mohawk, and then I dyed it blue, and then we were driving over to CBGB's one time, and I think we were talking about the New York Dolls and saying, well, they always kind of dress in drag, but they were always kind of acting, feminine. I said, well, I'm going to do it my own way. And I did the next show. I did a nurse's outfit. And once you click in on something like that, then it's
forget about it.
Then you got it. The mohawk. Then it was just a matter of outdoing myself. You know, constantly outdoing. I had a chainsaw on my head, and I put a pyramid on the side of my head. Then I said, well, I'm going to wear a maid's outfit with a tutu. Then I said, well, I'll put the tutu with the nurse's outfit. And then I did this, and then I did that. But eventually, and I think this is the problem with the band, you get to the point where you just want to out-top yourself, outdo yourself, and then it becomes beyond, it gets out of control.
Exactly. Just like us, the HOTBOX, and we're done. And we're, next week we're going to try to top ourselves, which is going to be incredibly hard after having the king, the pioneer, the legend himself, Richie Stotts. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It was so great. Omid, thanks for helping us out. And don't kill us tonight, man.
Don't worry, I got some gas.
Come to New York City, because we're going to burn it down tonight or something. Oh, yeah. Hey, Rocket.
Hey.
See you guys next week. And I think we have somebody incredibly famous. Debbie Harry, actually, next week. No, we got an interview with Debbie Harry on next week's show. It should be incredible and awesome. Katie, I'll see you next week, man. Or tonight. I'll see you when the show's over or something. Are we done?
Can they take us out with a solid goal?
The preceding program is copyrighted by Pseudo Programs Incorporated. Any rebroadcast or repurposing of this program, in part or whole, is strictly prohibited.